everyone, and welcome back to my channel True Crime and Trials, where I discuss true crime and trials. My name's Lindsay and I'm back with another witness from the Durst trial, and next up is Jeanne Clarke. Now, she ends up being treated as an adverse witness because she's very close to Bob. So we start off by finding out where she met Bob, and she met him at a group dinner about 10 years ago in LA. The group dinner was the LA Single Gourmet Dinner, which is kind of a dating group. There were several of these group dinners that they would both be at. Through the course of them attending these dinners, they did end up going out together for dinner. Jeanne says he didn't tell her he was wealthy or anything about his family history, nor did he mention that he had been in custody in Texas or why. He didn't tell her anything about Kathy either. Jeanne found out about his history either from the news or the internet, and she also confirms that the dinner dates they went on were just friendship and it never went any further than that. Currently, he does call her, but she says she hasn't spoken to him for the past 6 months. Jeanne had visited him in jail once and has sent him, she sent him a package of newspaper clippings he asked for, which we know she wasn't the only one that would keep him up to date with what was being said about him in the media. He always wanted to know what was being said. So Mr. Lewin asks her if she is an unbiased witness in this case, and she answers yes. If you watch her, you can tell she really isn't. Then Mr. Lewin asks her if she's spoken to the defence, and she has. He then asks her if she's spoken to him, and she says no. And the reason why she wouldn't speak to the state is because she did not believe they had any business contacting her. But obviously she felt that Bob's lawyers did. I don't know how you can say you're unbiased when you'd only speak to the defence and not the state. When asked why she never asked Bob about Kathy's disappearance, she says that she didn't want the information. But then she takes that back, saying she misspoke and just says she didn't ask him. She did not watch all of the Jinx, but she says that she doesn't believe anything she reads or hears. She basically didn't believe Bob did anything he admitted to. I mean, this woman is bizarre. She just won't believe anything that is said about Bob. So after some to-in and fro-in, like with all, the witnesses that are close to Bob, they don't want to answer questions properly. They don't remember. So it's a lot of, Mr. Lewin asking a question, not getting the right answer, and him re-asking it, and this can go on for 5-10 minutes or more. So the to-in and throw-in goes on about other, lots of things, such as whether she asked Bob if his prison mail was being read and her not understanding the question. Then Mr. Lewin asks her if Bob ever told her it would be very helpful if he could find someone that could testify that he didn't typically spell the word Beverly. Jeanne says possibly. So now Mr. Lewin does what Mr. Lewin does best. He has all the clips prepared, knowing damn well that these witnesses are going to say they don't remember, they didn't say that. So he plays a clip where Bob is discussing with her who he had wrote to, so they could say he didn't misspell the word Beverly. And, Jeanne says she knew what the significance of the word Beverly was. And again, she is asked if she watched the Jinx, and again she says she doesn't believe everything she sees on TV. Even, her hearing Bob admitting he dismembered Maurice Black, she says it's just internet scuttlebutt to her. I mean, I get standing by your friend, but this is a whole other level. Even though he sat there and admitted to it, she just thinks it's just being made to look that way. Even in the trial, he admitting to dismembering Maurice Black. I mean, she's just blindly wanting to believe what she wants to believe, even though he's admitted most of it. Do you know what I mean? So it turns out that I'm not the only one that thinks Emily has a thing for Bob, because Mr. Lewin is discussing Emily and Stuart being on Dateline, and then Mr. Lewin asked Jeanne if Bob ever referred to Emily as anything other than his close friend. Jeanne says Bob hadn't referred to her as hardly anything. So Mr. Lewin asks again, and she answers no. So I'm not the only one that thought, Emily gave off this vibe that she really, really likes Bob. So next, a clip is played where Bob says, a friend of mine from way, way back, she's my age about, is going to testify for the DA. The DA calls her a hostile witness. Thing of it is, she's too stupid to be too hostile. This is about Emily. I'll read that again. He says, a friend of mine from way, way back, she's my age about, is going to testify for the DA. The DA calls her a hostile witness. Thing of it is, she's too stupid to be hostile. Poor Emily. She did nothing but stand up for Bob and say what a great person he was and all this, and I wonder what she's going to think hearing this. Now Jeanne admits that she isn't an unbiased witness and is reluctantly there under subpoena, like most of them are. And she says the reason she didn't talk to Mr. Lewin is she wouldn't do it without representation from an attorney. So the cross-examination. The defence is saying that the reason why Jeanne didn't ask Bob about Kathy, Susan or Morris is because it would have made Bob uncomfortable. Boo-hoo. Which, of course, Jeanne agrees with. When asked about the jinx, she thinks it was made to make Bob look bad, and it was Hollywood, and that's what they do. Bob made himself look bad. He spoke the words. They didn't put words in his mouth. He said everything himself. So I'm struggling to understand why she can't understand that the words came from Bob's mouth, and why she won't believe it. It wasn't a made up thing. It's Bob was sat there speaking every word. The redirect. Now, Jeanne is asked if she saw the final episode of The Jinx, and she did hear what Bob said when he was in the bathroom. So Mr. Lewin asks her if it affects her opinion of whether Bob is a good person or not. I think you can guess what her answer is going to be, and she says no. There is nothing that Bob could do or say that would change Jeanne's opinion of him. Even when she has played a clip of Bob admitting to the time he grabbed Kathy by the hair, she still thinks he's a good man. No matter what Mr. Lewin tells her, shows her, or the clips he plays for her will change her mind. He tried, he kept going, he even said, let me play this for you, see if this changes your mind. It just doesn't. She's just blindly she's just blindly believing that Bob is this amazing person. He admitted in court that he dismembered someone. Why that wouldn't change your opinions to someone, I don't know. I mean, I get he's a close friend, but still, if one of my friends, it turns out that they dismembered someone, I would totally look at them different. Do you know what I mean? And he's got a trail of disaster behind him. Why wouldn't you think something were amiss or something were a bit odd? But anyway, there we go. Another one of Bob's close friends. We've got another close friend coming up, and this one is just as bizarre as Jeanne. So I look forward to sharing that one with you. So until then, bye for now.